Hey guys, so this is my first wig install, and this is a 13 by 4 28-inch water wave wig I got off of Amazon, and this wig was so bomb. I did pluck and bleach the knots off camera, and I also did my ball cap method off camera. And I'm going to take this glue. I'm using 7 layers of this glue. This is the even, but I think it's sensitive. So I used 7 layers because I wanted my wig to be stuck like Chuck. Because I'm the type of person, I have a wig on for 2 days, take it off and do it over. I don't want to do that with this wig. I want it to last because I be fucking my wigs up. I ain't gonna lie. But I did spread out every layer with a plastic butter knife. That's what I've been using lately, and it's been doing the job. I wait till every layer get clear before I add another one. So I think I only did 2 layers on camera, if I'm not mistaken, but I did 7 layers of this glue. So that's what you're seeing right now, and then I'll come back when we get into the next part. So this is the 7 layer of glue, and I let it turn clear before I applied my lace. I applied it a little bit in front of the glue, and I pressed it firmly with my hand. I combed it back with a wide tooth comb once I got in the position where I wanted it, and I cut the lace from around my ears. Make sure that you cut the lace from around your ears, because if you don't, you're gonna have a hard time however long you have this lace on your head. You gonna have a hard time. Your ears is really gonna be hurting really bad. Make sure you cut the lace from around your ears and tie it down with an elastic band. So now that we're from under the dryer, I just made a couple of slits in the lace. At first I was going to use a razor, but that razor was so dull, so I end up just using scissors. But make sure that your scissors is sharp, and make sure you go into zigzag motions. I'm pretty good at cutting my lace. I can use scissors or razors, but right now I'm just using the scissors. I'm getting as close as I can to the hairline, and I'm going to zigzag motions. And make sure you take your time, because you want it to be jagged. You don't want it to be like straight across, because it's going to look really wiggy. So make sure you go like in a zigzag motion. And there's still like some pieces that's not glued down, but that was because we put the wig a little bit in front of the glue. And I just did this in sections until I got all the lace off. And then I just added a little bit of glue on the back of my hand with a rat tail comb. And I end up just adding glue under the parts that was not glued all the way down. So now that everything is tacked down, I just part my hair like how I'm going to wear it. I'm going to wear a side part. I love wearing side parts with curly hair. Cake always barking while I'm doing these videos. But I like my part rounded. And you going to see me. I like to do this step because it helps me to know exactly where I want to place my baby hairs at. So you see me pulling out my baby hairs from around the hairline. I'm going to use the wax stick to press out the edges. I wish the dog hush. I'm going to use the even spray in the black can, and I'm going to tie my hair down with an elastic band and sit under the dryer for about 10 minutes. But hush, girl. Before I sit under the dryer, I did press my hair out piece by not piece by piece, but section by section with the straightening comb, just to make everything sleek and flat. And then I sat on the dryer for 10 minutes. So I had the elastic band on for a good 20 minutes. Oh, and doing this also makes your lace melt into your skin and take away that ashy cast look. That's why I was looking like kind of white at the beginning. But once you add this spray and tie the elastic band down, child, straight scalp action. But like I said, I did press it out each section with the straightening comb, and I also used a wax stick, and then I did sit under the dryer for about 10 minutes after that. Now that we're from under the dryer, I did already take the elastic band off, and as you can see what I'm saying, straight scalp. My camera kept falling, you guys. Like, it kept falling. I don't know why, but it kept falling. I was trying to place it, trying to angle it, because I noticed I was out of frame the first half of the video. But all I did was comb out my edges and added some more of this wax stick, and I pressed it out again with the straightening comb. And now we're finna get into these baby hairs. Oh, and I did sew down the back of my wig off camera. Now I'm just pressing out my edges with the straightening comb. This is something that I'm gonna do throughout the whole install, is go back over everything with the straightening comb, just because I like everything sleek and neat and in place. So now for the baby hairs, I just cut them. I cut them longer than I usually would. Like, if I was to just go in right now, I just cut them a little longer, and then I use my small flat irons and I curl them. I'm gonna end up going back in and cutting them again, because I like my baby hairs to be like gradient. But I curl them after I cut them, after I curl them, and after I like see where I'm really gonna like swoop them at. And I'm also gonna go in with two different edge brushes. One is the pink one. The teeth are smaller and close together, and I have a black one that I use, and the teeth are wider and sharper. But the products I'm going to use is the Naomi foam and the Got to Be glue gel in the black bottle. I just take a little bit of the Got to Be glue gel, not a lot. I mainly use foam because I wanted these baby hairs to be like soft. If you do not know how to do baby hairs, go in with the gel instead of the foam, because the foam, you're going to have to keep doing your baby hairs like every day. You don't want to do that, I suggest you go in with the gel. But I just use both. I mainly just use the foam. The pink edge brush give you a closer like swirl, and the black one is like more effortless. So I end up switching to the black one because that's the look that I was going for. I blow dry after every baby hair. I blow dry just to set it in place. And as you can see, I go in, I cut, add the gel, add most of the mostly of the mousse, mostly more of the mousse than the gel, and I just put them in place. I never do my baby hairs the exact same way. I don't know why. I just can't get them the exact same way. I just don't know why. So every hairstyle I do, my baby hairs be different all the time. So yeah. Next, I'm going to tie my edges up again, and I'm going to use the Rapid scripts. This one is the black kind. The black one to me is more stronger and longer. I end up using two of these, and I end up sitting under the dryer again for a good 10 minutes. Now we finish just define our curls. This is just filled with water because my water bottle broke, so I just filled this empty water bottle in the empty bottle I had with water. I added a little bit of the Naomi foaming mousse to my hand, and I detangled it. Make sure you start from the bottom to the top when you comb out your hair. And I really don't put a lot of products on curly hair, mainly just mousse and water. And as you can see, the curls are popping. And I do this until I got everything like saturated with both products. Now let's get into this. Bam. Nice and laid and sleek. And like I said, we're going to go back in with the straightening comb because I do this like 100 times. But I'm just making sure like I got my part where I want it. Is everything is like where I really needed it to be. I did cut down my baby hairs just a little bit more in the front, and I go back in with the straightening comb again to have everything sleek and pressed out. Like I said, I like everything to be nice and neat. I did take a little bit of that even spray and spray my edges, just because I wanted them to sit up, and it didn't give it like a whole heart because a whole a hard hole. What's wrong, girl? A hard hole, but it did like set it in place like where I wanted it to be. And yeah, this is the finished look. I'm going to put in some clips from Snapchat, and thank you guys again for watching. Everything about this hair will be listed down in the description box below, and this is one of many, so bear with me because it was really hard to record this video. I love you guys so much. Thank you again for watching. I'll see you in my next video.